Hi, I'm Tobias, product lead at Superchat, and in this video, we're going to look at the Superchat and HubSpot native integration. So first of all, what can this native integration do for you? It can sync contacts and contact attributes. It also allows you to send WhatsApp templates from HubSpot automations, and it also syncs any messages and conversations you might have in Superchat into HubSpot. So let's dive right into it and have a look at the integration marketplace here. As you see here, you have this HubSpot card, and once you click on it, you can find this Add HubSpot integration button here. You just click this Add button and the HubSpot modal opens. You can select any of the accounts that you have access to here and proceed with the entire process. However, I already created an HubSpot integration at Superchat, so let's just close it and head over to connected integrations. So here you see my HubSpot integration. There's also another instance by one of my colleagues, but just let's go with the one I just created. So in here, you see there are a couple of settings you can do. It's pretty much about like whether you want to show the conversations in HubSpot, whether you want to sync the message history. You can also trigger a contact sync, as well as select any of the contact attributes from HubSpot that you want to sync into Superchat. Let's just select the attribute city here and hit save. So now my settings are saved and I can close this. What happens in the background is all contacts in Superchat and all contacts in HubSpot will be matched. They will be matched on either phone number or email address, whichever field is existent with the individual contact. And they have to have an exact match. So a phone number in Superchat has to match the phone number in HubSpot. If your contact in Superchat also has an email address, it has to have the same email address on the HubSpot contact so that they match one-on-one. Once they are matched, we sync all the data from that contact and all the contact attributes over to Superchat. And if you update any of the standard attributes in HubSpot, they will be synced in real time. For all the custom attributes where there's no real-time sync, we sync once a night. Okay, let's head over to the inbox to have a look how the integration actually looks like in practice. So in here, I have my contact, and this has been matched against one of the contacts in HubSpot. So here I see there's an integration record. I see my HubSpot domain and my name. And once I click this contact, HubSpot opens in the contact view. So we always match Superchat contacts against HubSpot contacts. And here you can also see there's a card, Superchat conversations, and that pretty much reflects the conversation in HubSpot. So I can just drag this card to the top. So I have always the Superchat conversations at the top of my. Next to it, I also have my activity for this contact. And if this is toggled on for any messages that were exchanged, you can also see the messages here once it loads. Let's just retry. And here I see it. There have been a lot of messages in November and also some outbound messages in October, some inbound messages here. So you can see there's the entire message history synced. So as you saw in the Superchat inbox, there was only one message, but here there are a couple of messages. So I deleted that conversation in Superchat, but all the messages that have been synced previously, they also stay on in HubSpot. Okay, let's head over to the last part of the integration. So in here, we can just have a look at workflows, then create a workflow from scratch, and then select a contact-based workflow. You can also select another one as soon as your trigger is able to pull up a contact in the automation, in the HubSpot automation, it should work fine. So, but let's start with this contact-based trigger here. Just go next. And then we can skip the trigger enrollment for contacts here because we just want to focus on the action. You can just search for Superchat. And then I see, okay, there's Superchat as an app and there's send a WhatsApp template. I select the channel I want to send the message from. So here I have connected one WhatsApp channel. It's Super Travel, and this is the number. And then I can also see any of the templates that are there. So let's just look for meeting booked, for instance. And here I selected this meeting booked template. But how does it actually look like in Superchat? I really need to know what the template looks like in order to fill its variables. So let's just head back to Superchat and go into integrations and settings, and then templates, WhatsApp templates, and then let's have a look at meeting booked. So here I see there's this first name variable, there's the meeting date and time, and there's a Google Meet link here. So this template apparently is for whenever someone books a meeting with me and I want to send a confirmation on WhatsApp. Okay, as I know it now, I can basically head back to HubSpot and just select the phone number here for the contact that I want to send it to. So I have the phone number that is matched against the phone number. And as I remember, I have like 3 variables. It's like first name, meeting date and time, and also like join link. I might not have all of the data available here in HubSpot, but imagine a different template that you want to send. For instance, for like birthday wishes, you could also send like something else where just fill in the variables. So just for demonstration purposes, let's just search for first name and then do a comma and a line break to start with a new variable, which now would be like the Google Meet link, or no, the date and time. So we can just look for any, let's do a start date. And another one, like the final one, is the join URL. You can just go for URL. So I think there's no such thing as a meeting URL here. So we can just go with the website URL. So now, since I mapped all the variables to the variables that exist with the template, I can hit save. Okay, once I defined an enrollment trigger, which could be a meeting is booked, or the D stage for the contact has been changed, or the contact stage has been changed, or the owner of the contact has been changed. So all of those events allow me to start this workflow and then send a respective WhatsApp template. Yeah, this is pretty much it, what you can do with the Superchat native integration. So to just do a small recap, first of all, you can sync contacts and sync contact attributes. You can sync the message history and also any conversations that you have on Superchat. It doesn't need to be WhatsApp conversations. It can be any kind of conversations. And lastly, you can also send WhatsApp templates through HubSpot automations. Thanks for watching. And if you have any problems or any questions regarding the Superchat and HubSpot integration, always feel free to ask our colleagues in the live chat.